Hello everyone, welcome to Canteen Cup. This is Scott, and today we are doing a couple things around the homestead. Not working overly hard, but trying to get a couple things done. You know, the day after Thanksgiving, we're all kind of tired. We both cooked. We had family and friends over, so you know, today is just a continuing process. I want to show you a product I have. It's called a Woodchuck Dual. And what it is, it's a combination of a timberjack and a peavey. And it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but boy is it handy. And it's a timberjack because you see that base plate there, that lifts the log or logs off the ground and allows you to cut with a chainsaw without digging your chainsaw blade into the ground. And then here, if you look inside there, there's a point, a PV point, and this is held on with these fast clips. You take this clip off, you remove the timberjack part, and you have a PV. You take this clip off, and you can actually take the point completely off, and then I think it becomes what you call a cant dog. I'm not a lumberjack, so I'm not up on all the terminology, but how we're using it today is, I'll show you, is I'm cutting what's called slash, or you might say the small stuff. And so what I do with this is I take the hook and I reach a little bit, and then it gathers up the stuff I'm cutting, gets it about 4 or 5 inches off the ground, and allows me to cut it with my chainsaw without hurting my chainsaw blade. Anyhow, here's the let me see, if you look over there, you can see an email address, or not email, a URL for it. It's made in the USA. Good product. So far, I like it. Makes my job a little bit easier. I like when things make my job a little bit easier. Over here is my darling, lovely wife, who is our family pyromaniac, and she is and she is taking care of the slash, and we're burning it up today. So, hey, I may have a little bit more later. If not, stay safe and stay secure. Hello everyone, I'm back again. Today is just a series of shorts of things we do around the homestead. Today I'm pulling some smaller trees. I'm trying to pull them out by the stumps. This is a chain made by a company called Brush Scrubber, or I think that's it. And it's got cleats on it. And what you do is you wrap it around the tree, and then you hook it to a chain, and then in my case I attach it to the back of my tractor, and I pull the stump. And the nice part about it is it takes out the stump and all. Now I have another one that's kind of a clamp device, and it works okay, but pine trees, it has a lot of trouble with pine trees. And I think just because pine trees have a deep taproot, they're hard to hard to pull. So those we'll have to work through it. But so far, these smaller hardwoods, I think that's a poplar. They come out pretty easy with a little bit of oomph. Now I don't have a big tractor. That's my tractor there. It's a 25 horsepower John Deere compact. And with the front end loader, it weighs about 3,000 pounds. So it's not a real heavy tractor, but it does just about everything I need it to do. So today I've been splitting firewood. I've been not splitting, cutting firewood. My wife's been burning the pine trees. This is a product of one of my stump pulls. You can see it pulls most of the stump out. And that's really good because there are some trees, and I've got a good example back here. If you cut the stump, well, more branches grow at a stump. And I believe the term for that is a coppice or coppicing. Some farmers do that on purpose so that a stump has more branches. They do it like for fruit trees. But while I'm here and walking around a little bit, taking a little bit of a break, you know, filming this stuff is not easy because a lot of it takes two hands. A lot of it's me walking over various areas trying to get stuff done. So I'm trying to do a little bit more since I got this GoPro camera. It makes it kind of more interesting. But this is what we're working on. Some of what we're working on today is getting some of this cleared out. And so like I said, if I'm filming, I'm not working, and so I have to kind of balance the two. What I'm going to try and do now is I've got a magnetic mount for this camera, and I'm going to put it on the roll bar of my tractor and see how that works. So you'll get another short here in a little bit. We'll see you. All right, well, as you can see, we tried it pulling it up a little bit high, which worked on some trees, but it didn't work on this tree. So I got off the tractor and I made it lower, and we're going to try and pull it again. And I'm actually digging holes with the big tires of my tractor, just spinning. And I used a differential lock, so both of them are getting tracked, and it is four-wheel drive. But some of you know, when I looked at the advertisement for this brush scrubber, they kept saying, oh, trees up to 5-inch. Well, not all trees up to 5-inch, and maybe not all trees in this Georgia clay, because I'm really having a time. I was really hoping to pull some of these up, and that way to prevent them from growing again. But it looks like that, you know, I may have to just, you know, chainsaw them close to the ground and maybe stump grind them a little bit later on. If you see me throughout the videos looking at my cell phone, it's because I'm using my cell phone to control my camera, which is mounted on my roll bar on the back of my tractor. And so I'm trying different things with this to, you know, maybe make it so that I can show more film of what we're doing. So I'm not answering text or answering the phone. It's just I'm controlling the camera. So we're going to give this a go again. Alrighty. As you can see, it's not coming up, so we'll have to chainsaw that one. But it was fun trying anyhow, and for some of the smaller ones, it'll be okay. But I think part of the problem is I'm on top of red Georgia clay, and this is a hard ground. It's not the soft, moist Midwest earth, and so I think that's part of the problem. Is the clay is acting like cement. So we'll keep trying different ways to get the stuff done. Anyhow, that's all I got for now, and maybe I'll have another little short later on. We'll see you.